Thanks for clicking on this thumbnail. I promise you I am not going to waste your time. I'm going to give you guys straight facts on how to get taller. So stick with me to the end of this video. By the end of this video, you guys are definitely going to learn one or two things that you can implement to help you get taller. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys are checking out my channel for the very first time, highly suggest that you guys consider subscribing because I make awesome content on a weekly basis where I give you guys some of the best tips on how to look your best, how to feel your best, how to get into the modeling industry. So definitely check me out. Yes, it is possible to get taller even as an adult. If you're not yet an adult, good news, you're still growing. So watch this video and I'm going to give you some tips on how you can optimize your genetic potential in terms of height. But if you're already an adult, there are a couple of things that you can do to get a few inches taller, and that's what I'm going to break down in this video. So stick with me. All right, so if you're not yet an adult, you're still growing, so just be patient. But in the meantime, there are a couple of things that you can do to optimize and increase your genetic potential. Number one, the very first thing, don't smoke. Smoking stunts your growth. So does alcohol, but especially smoking. Smoking stunts your growth. So if you're not yet an adult and you're still growing, keep in mind men stop growing at age of 21 and women stop growing around 19 or so. Another tip to making sure that you reach your genetic potential is to take a lot of proteins, take calcium, make sure you have a balanced diet because that will really aid in terms of nourishing your body and nourishing your bones so that you can grow taller. Now, this next tip is probably the most important tips for both teenagers and adults. This tip cannot be understated. Get enough sleep. Now, check this out. A lot of your growing actually happens when you're sleeping. So making sure that you're getting your adequate sleep can really help you repair and optimize your growth potential. Why it's important to get your sleep, especially as a pre-adult, is your human growth hormones. When you're sleeping, your pituitary gland in your brain releases the HGH. Once HGH is being released into your bloodstreams, that helps you grow taller. It makes your bones stronger. The next thing you want to do is make sure you're getting a lot of exercise. Exercise actually helps you grow in the sense that they stimulate the amounts of HGH that's being released into your bloodstreams. That helps you grow, and also it's also great because you're toning your muscles, you're stretching, and that helps you reach your full genetic potential. Another tip that's really important, especially for millennials, is to practice good posture. You know, we're constantly down on our phones, we have our neck bends, we're over a desk at school. Making sure you practice good posture is very important because this will help your vertebrae get longer. Now, for adults, yes, it is possible to get taller regardless of age. Even if you're in your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, it is still possible to get taller. Here's how. Do yoga and do stretches regularly. It's been proven that doing yoga and stretching regularly can actually help you gain 2 inches of height. So the more yoga you do, the more your muscles are stretching, the more your back is stretching, your posture is getting corrected, and you can actually gain 2 inches of height. And we know that 2 inches goes a long way, especially in the modeling industry. You also want to make sure as an adult that you have a balanced diet. Get your proteins, get your calcium, just have a balanced diet overall because this is like nourishing your body. Now, the secret weapon to actually gaining taller as an adult is HGH, human growth hormones. Human growth hormones, HGH, is actually released in the body naturally. It's released in the brain from the pituitary gland. HGH is actually released in men the most between ages 15 to 19. And for women, it's released the most from 13 to 18. This is why you see teenagers around that age, they grow so rapidly. As an adult, HGH is still being released, but not at the full capacity as it was when you were a teenager. So HGH is being released at a smaller doses, but you can actually increase your natural HGH, or you can take supplements to increase the level of HGH being released into your bloodstreams. However, if you guys are going to take supplements, I highly suggest that you consult a doctor because one, there's some side effects to taking HGH. You want to make sure you're speaking with a doctor to make sure it doesn't conflict or interfere with any other medications that you might be taking. Another thing to keep in mind is that if you're an athlete as a teenager or as an adult, HGH is banned in most sports because of the unfair advantage that it gives. So it helps you increase your muscle mass rapidly. your bones are getting stronger, and you're actually growing taller and bigger. So here's the thing, there are a couple of things that you guys can do to increase your natural level of HGH, and it all starts with your sleep. So the very first thing is to make sure you're getting adequate sleep, because when you're sleeping, there are miracles happening in your body. Number one, melatonin is being released from your pineal gland. Now, the pineal gland has a very important role in your body. It's shaped like an almond, it's located in the center of the brain, right in between the eyes and above. It has light receptors, which is why some people call it the third eye. Now, the pineal gland is light sensitive. It's very important that you sleep in the dark, because when you don't sleep in the dark, let's say, for example, you sleep with the television on or you sleep with a night lamp, what happens is that the pineal gland is actually sensing the light around it, and because of that, it's not releasing melatonin to its full capacity. So you want to make sure you try to sleep in the dark, because your pineal gland will function properly, and this will help you get enough adequate sleep. Another thing that helps increase your HGH is to lose body fats. Something else you want to do is to take supplements, natural herbs and supplements like GABA and arginine. I'm going to leave the links in the description box down below, so make sure you guys check those out. Getting exercise is very important, because exercise will help you release natural HGH, and that will ultimately help you get taller. So those are my tips for actually getting taller naturally. If you guys don't feel like doing any of those things, one quick solution is to wear insoles that actually boost your height. There's some really cool and clever insoles that you guys can slip into your shoes that will definitely give you a boost in your height. All right, guys, so that's it for how to get taller naturally, regardless of age. If you guys have questions, drop them in the comment box down below. If you guys like this video, give me a thumbs up. Always appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in my next one.